A bunch of people got upset with me last week when I talked about the British claiming that they were going to intercept Russian shadow tankers. So let's go for it again. The Russian Navy has mocked Britain's Royal Navy by escorting two sanctioned, fully laden Shadow Fleet tankers through the English Channel. The Shadow Fleet tankers were the Cameroon-flagged Enigma, which loaded at Ust-Luga on March 21st and is sanctioned by OFAC, the EU, and the UK. The second was the Russian-flagged Universal, ex-Vostok, and also sanctioned by OFAC, the EU, and the UK. Both were escorted through the Channel without incident by the first-in-class frigate Admiral Grigorovich. Likely in the absence of any available Royal Navy ship, the Royal Fleet Auxiliary Tanker RFA Tide Force saw the Russian convoy through the Channel. While Nordic nations are making interceptions in the Baltic and the U.S. has made interceptions of Venezuela and Cuban-associated shipping, Shadow Fleet tankers are still not being intercepted elsewhere, notably not in the Straits off of Malacca or Hormuz. And then add to that, apparently, Royal Navy sailors who are responsible for tracking the Russian warships are set to go on strike next week in a long-running dispute over pay. Personnel from the Royal Fleet Auxiliary, the civilian support arm of the Royal Navy, will stage industrial action on Thursday after rejecting a 4.5% pay offer from the Ministry of Defense. The RMT union, which represents the workers, said its members had seen their wages fall by around 30% in real terms over the past decade. Civilian sailors work shifts of up to 12 hours a day in some of the most demanding conditions at sea. The MOD needs to come forward with a serious long-term commitment to improving pay and conditions if they want to retain staff, said Eddie Dempsey, the RMT's general secretary. He said, our members play a vital role in supporting the Navy, often in some of the most demanding and dangerous working conditions, but they have faced years of below-par pay and unresolved concerns about conditions. He said that workers would not accept what he described as a substandard offer and were prepared to take further action if necessary. The timing of the walkout raises questions about Britain's ability to monitor Russian naval activity in the Channel should Putin dispatch further vessels through British waters while the strike is ongoing. As the Royal Navy has shrunk to its smallest size in living memory, the RFA's role has grown considerably in recent years. Britain now operates just 7 frigates, most of which are currently in port undergoing maintenance. It emerged this week that RFA Tide Force had been deployed to track the Admiral Grigorovich, a heavily armed Russian frigate from the Black Sea Fleet, through the English Channel rather than a Royal Navy warship. The fleet tankers illegally export oil in defiance of sanctions imposed by the UK, the European Union, and the United States. So, yeah, that's the situation there.